Okay. We are continuing on the Book of Kadam, almost ending now. So that's the chapter 22nd that we're talking right now. And chapter 22nd basically talking about it's a summary of all the book. And it talks about 7 riches, noble riches. We finished the first one last class, which is talks about the admirations and faith. Yeah. Today we're going to talk moral ethics, either you call discipline or morality. So that's we're going to talk. It does not, because the as a summary, we did not give that much detail, but because the earliest text gives a lot of details about the morality, and then it also talks many times. So try not repeat those, and then see what I can bring new things in according to morality. So the definition of morality and classifications, and then why we have to engage, all those things uh, we mentioned a lot many times. So okay, so in general, I can give you the first. We will read the Chopal. Help me to read the only the part of the morality. This is from the Book of Katam that we use in the book.
Were we going to the other text?
Can you help me to read the Kadam, Book of Kadam, that moral part of the morality? Where is it? Yeah, I think it's talking about something like a fundamental basis.
Drome, as the supreme foundation of all that is to be affirmed, morality is the most fertile soil.
The above the one line, what is that? Okay, from here, Master.
Master, I who am endowed with the 7-fold divinities and teachings also need 7 riches, and there are still 6 left. Bountiful and stable, they are an inexhaustible treasure. I request that this treasure, so easy to enlist no matter how you partake of it, be there in times of need. Drome, as the supreme foundation of all that is to be affirmed, morality is the most fertile soil. The excellent pools of 8 qualities emerge from it and grow medicinal trees that create benefit and happiness. It is the wide path that is virtuous at all times. It is the sole path of uncontaminated virtue. This excellent wealth, an indispensable source of all excellent fruits of higher rebirth and liberation, is the basis of your enhancement as a noble one. It is beautiful in your flower garden. Nurture morality as if it were your own life. He who has morality will be free of all deprivations. He who has morality, his treasury will flourish. He who has morality will gain victory in battle against the Maras. With it, he will travel to the pure Buddha fields. Drome, this is the second excellent wealth.
Okay, thank you. The second excellent wealth, we're just talking about moral ethics. So it says like a supreme fundamentals, foundations. The supreme foundations, any the goal in our daily life, the moral ethics is always as a supreme foundations, like a working, sleeping, cooking, anything. The moral ethics is very important, right? For example, cooking, if you cook like too much put soil, I mean salt, or what goes salt, sorry. Too much put salt, you cannot eat it. If you put less it, no test. So that you need to pay attention to how much you need to put the salt, right? Salt. So, and then sugar as well. Anything's like need oil, like a perfect that. Then we can it makes us like to the eat deliciously, right? Even in work, sleeping, needed some kind of moral ethics that time, right? So therefore, it's fundamental for everything. And then regarding Buddhism, even that we talk about the high level of goal, the achievement that good morning. So Buddhahood and Nirvana, the moral ethics as well as foundation. So moral ethics foundation from our normal life to the spirituality, anything is. Therefore it says fundamental, right? Very important. And then, yeah, I can a little bit repeat it, that why the moral ethics or morality practice is important in anything, right? For anything. So the regarding if our goal is happiness, then how contact the morality to bring us happiness? So because the morality is the basic fundamental that it reducing the cause of happiness, suffering, cause of suffering, which is we are talking about the negative emotions are, right? It's a moral ethics help us to reduce it. And then second, concentration and wisdom that eliminating more than moral ethics. But the moral ethics, it's reduce it. So how reducing the moral ethic that cause of the suffering? See here, moral ethic is you are more attention to not take any the negative actions, right? Such as killing and lying. So once you are more mindfully on that, I shouldn't kill anything, I shouldn't lie. At that moment, you are try to control your negative, like as bad intentions, which is killing and lying, as well as you are controlling your bad intention. Same time, you are controlling the afflictions, which is leading that bad intentions. So the bad intentions either comes from attachment or hatred or ignorance, all those other emotions. That's intentions, mostly bad intentions, leaded by those negative emotion. As well as you try to control that bad intention, because you are thinking, oh, I shouldn't kill anything. At that moment, you're more restraining that your physical action that I shouldn't kill. See, at the same time, you are like try to reduce that negative intentions or bad intention, right? So as well as I shouldn't kill it, I shouldn't lie. So as well as you stop to lying, at the same time you are you controlling that intention which makes you lie. And as well as you are controlling the intention, then you automatically it's affect to the negative emotions, reduce the negative emotion, which is lead that bad intentions. That's how moral ethics help us to what we call subduing or reducing the cause of suffering. Is this clear? Okay. So therefore, moral ethics is not the punishment. Moral ethics is to fundamental of happiness. That we should know. And then regarding Buddhism, that we divide it on a few different categories. So first we say moral ethics of restraining and moral ethics of collecting virtues and moral ethics of what called benefiting to others. That's mainly we have three categories there. And sometimes people add the moral ethic of discernment. That's also important. But if I go with the three type of their moral ethics, just moral ethic of restraining and collecting virtues and the benefiting to others. Within these three moral ethics, most principal, crucial practice, the principal, what called, yeah, I can say the crucial one is the third one, which is moral ethics for benefiting to others. So this is the main practice that we have to do when we engage in moral ethics. Engage moral ethics to benefit to others or not harm to others. That's our principal practice. So you see that, then you will see how moral ethics is useful and valuable in our daily life, right? Because this is the main point and the main practice that not harming other or more benefit to others. That's the moral ethics. In order to having this is depend on collecting virtues, right? So therefore, it's depend on the second moral ethics, which is we call is collecting virtues. The collecting virtues means like you're try to what called having more that good qualities. within the body, speech, mind. So, and then again, most important is the mind, that, like I say, you are practicing compassion or practicing patience, be kind to others. These are the virtuous actions that we are collecting. So in order to benefiting the other, we must have those kind of things, virtues. Therefore, the second virtues is cause of the principle. Second moral ethics is the cause of the principle moral ethics, which is benefiting to others. And having this, the moral ethics of collecting virtue is very much dependent on restraining the moral ethics of restraining. If you're not restraining your daily actions, to which is associating with the negative, then you will have a difficult to collecting those virtues and good qualities. If you not have this ability to collecting the good qualities and virtues, then you will never have that to moral ethics for benefit to others. So see the connections and principle, right? So therefore, not killing, not lying, we counter that, and usually or every time, every spirituality, every religion said it, right? So not kill or not lie or so on and so on. But it should be connected to the collecting virtues. If you try not kill on so, or if you try the restraining your all this negative action in your daily life, time by time, that's you will have a more energy or what call build up the more enthusiastic to collecting the virtuous things. It will be automatically comes as well as you are restraining those things, right? So therefore, restraining the negative actions, you see the now two benefit, right? Restraining negative actions. On the other, the benefit is, as I mentioned earlier, saying it's reducing the cause of suffering. Now, and then second benefit is makes you allow you or makes you have an ability to collect it more the good qualities and virtues, because that's the how connected, right? So, and then if you have able to collect more virtues, then you will have more interest into that cultivate kindness and compassion and so on and so on. Once you have that, then it's very much help you to keep the moral ethics for benefiting to others, which is the main goal or main principle practice of moral ethics. Is this clear? Oh, okay. So therefore, and then if this is the main practice as a fundamental practice, either to having happiness in life or achieving Buddhahood, or maybe any kind of that seeking that you good quality in your daily life. The first step is morality. The first step is morality. The morality will be the count differently, but the first step is morality, which I mentioned earlier, the cooking. The first step is morality, right? So then second, need a concentration that you put exactly to what you have to put in the salt and anything that in the food. If you, again, I go back to the same example, when you cook the food, you need a perfect morality, no more or no less, right? And it need a concentration. It need a concentration. If you lose the mindfulness, then you might put more or less. So and then the concentration, and then you need a wisdom too, because you need to understand that if I put more salt, will become a salty that I cannot eat. The less salt will be not taste. That wisdom. So see, the three practices are connected. So morality build it up the concentration build it up the wisdom, and all this the dependent interdependence. This also, right? Then I can go back that this is everything in these three, the wisdom and concentration, morality is the fundamental too. So therefore, even you meditate, right? The morality is the again fundamental. So how to see it, what to think, what to not think, right? And then there are a lot of just necessary things you need to follow and makes your meditation better. That counted as a morality. So there you see now morality is the helpful in any developing any good qualities or cultivating any good qualities. But sometimes it could be the different um, uh, morality in the regarding what your goal and what you are doing right now, right? The cooking morality is different than meditation. Meditation morality is different than cooking now, and then the happiness the seeking happiness and also morality is also different. So therefore, the main goal is seeking happiness. Of course, we all that, right? So then the morality is the restraining morality is the first step that you have to engage. That help you to have the next morality, which is collecting virtues. It's help you to get that the point the principal one that benefit others, right? So therefore, the goal is there, but the beginning from here. So not jump here and there, right? So therefore, the how much affected that morality in our daily, in our goal that we should know clear, and then based on that, then we engage the morality practice. So, but engaging moral practice is also depend on, the let's say, for example, say no lie, right? Then you have to know whole details. Why shouldn't lie? Or is there anything that limitations lie or not? Or forever not lie, right? And then also those kind of things, all this you need to know to restraining to lying. Otherwise, just generally say don't lie and you just follow it. It's difficult. It's not, yeah, I can say it's difficult. So, and also they have some kind of method, or sometimes you can get course that makes you that easy to engage in those things, those morality. So the 10 cause or 10 method for maintaining the restraining, the morality of restraining, and another 10 cause and methods to maintaining the morality of the collecting virtues. And then as well, like the 11 cause or method that makes your the ethics for benefit to others. Those 10, 11s are the method that makes us easy engaging. So engage those moral practice, right? So, but okay. So we are learning here what is morality, and then if you after class, then if you go back to your normal life, right? Not really mindfulness on that, then it will, because this is our habit that not remember every time that what we have to engage, why we shouldn't engage, and how important morality, right? So then what you have to do is, if you are keep forgetting it to follow the moral ethics, especially when you have a difficulty time, definitely we will not follow the moral ethics. So because we are think it's bringing more suffering in our daily life, right? So to follow those moral ethics. So therefore, the build up the interesting first to follow those moral ethics, and then how we can having those intention or mind or thought that it makes us easy or enthusiastic to follow moral ethics. Then it says think more benefit of for engaging moral ethics, and then the fault of not engaging moral ethics. So today I'm not talking this, we mentioned a lot. So this is the one method or one idea that you keep thinking. So then you see the moral ethics is how important in any goal, right? And then when you see that, then you will have interesting to do that. When you have interesting to do that, then you are engage those morality joyfully, right? So there are no any hesitating and difficulty that you will have it. Once you have interesting, then it's covered a lot. So up to here, we have to do a lot of working to thinking benefit and fault, and then understanding all this the 10 method that I'm going to read here. So 10 method that which is also help us to makes our morality practice easier and better, right? So the 10 so here we have 11. Actually, I have only 9. In generally, it's counted the 11 that method or cause for makes your the principal morality practice better, which is like and the benefit to others, right? So I'm not going to read whole. The first say assisting those need help with the virtuous action activities, assisting those who are experiencing physical or mental suffering, and showing what is proper, showing gratitude for the benefit received from others, dispelling sorrow, which all is talking about the action which is helping others, and then furnishing the object, furnishing the object that are needed for subsistence, and giving encouragement to others, suppressing those who engaging in misconduct, and then compelling with the minds of others. I have only 9 here, so two. We have 2 more. But each like the category has many different actions within it, right? So for a simple example, you're opening door for other when people come. That's if you do that, that's help you to brings more joy, and that joy is help you to continuous benefit to others. And someone have a difficult to find medicine, then you help them to have medicines, right? And then someone's have like a ignorantly doing some wrong action, then when you see that, if this is allow us to do that, then it should be help them to okay, you are directing to the wrong actions. Thus we can help them to stop to doing wrong actions. It's depend on like it's how much they allow it. Sometimes even we see that wrongdoing, but we cannot do anything, right? But as well as you have able to do that, or then you should take action. These are the example to taking actions to others, benefit to others. That if you continue to do that, that's like a reduce your more self-centeredness, and then on the other hand, it's more increases or cultivate the cherishing to others, doing those actions. So this because the moral ethics for benefiting other is actually what it's doing is reducing self-centeredness, and then build up the more cherishing other. That's all the point of the morality of the benefit for others, right? So then your action, the simple action, okay, someone need a cup, you bring a cup to them. The simple actions, but simple actions cause big things, right? So that's you did it and they're happy, you're happy and laughing. Then you see the result of doing that. Then you will do it again tomorrow, and then continues to do more, bigger and better. So, and each time, build up that how is good that cherish to other. This makes me happy because I bring a cup to them, they're happy, and then they laugh, and this makes me happy, right? So, if you see the benefit that cherishing the other, then you will do more. These are the method or cause that actually you are engaging the morality active, the morality of benefit to others. So regarding Buddhism, we said the Bodhisattva vows, and the Bodhisattva vows, they are like the what's called the 18 vows there. But basically those 18 vows are different, but what it doing is actually the subduing or reducing your self-centeredness. All the point of this, all these vows, right? So as I mentioned, our morality is reducing the cause of suffering. And similarly, the vows is also reducing the cause of suffering as well. So therefore, that if you continue to take actions that benefit other, then you, as I mentioned earlier, that you reduce your self-centeredness, right? Because of follow that moral ethics. And then once you reduce your self-centeredness, and then also same time that the cultivate more cherishing to other, that also makes you to see the having kindness mind and compassion is joyful, that you will see. That help you to collecting the virtues of the morality, continues to practicing the morality of collecting virtues, right? So I'm just going big like a the what's it called back and forth between the actual practice to the principal goal, right? This three morality. So just going back, this how much how can help us to do this principle morality practice which benefit other. Then also it's help to that needed also those actions you can count it the second morality activities with morality, which is say that morality of the collecting virtues. All these actions are collecting virtues because of good deeds, right? With the intentions. So that's you keep doing it. Also, sometimes it's help to restraining things. So basically, restraining should help to the collecting virtues. But if you go reverse, it sometimes help. It's an interdependency, but we should start from the restraining, moral ethics of restraining. That's first. We should do it. But sometimes if you reverse, it's somehow it's help. Go to reverse from there, right? Anyhow, so that I mentioned that the vows and morality, it's not exactly same, right? So the vows is kind of like a commitment. You're committing that you are not doing any wrong things. Morality without committing, you are restraining or you are engaging virtues. You just follow some kind of moral ethics. At the moment you don't have any commitment, then you say, okay, I shouldn't lie. At the moment you are follow the moral, it's counted as a moral ethics, but it's not the vows. And then as these two different, that having vows is better than just keeping morality and sometime, right? So why is it? Because once you engage the morality without any commitment, at the moment, whatever you do good actions, is just collecting virtue at the moment, but it's not continually having that virtues. The vows, when you take the commitment, right? So, or you receive the vows as like, talking about the commitment, then it will be continuously you are collecting virtue, whether you are take action directly or not. Sometimes we're sleeping, we're not doing any actions that the moral ethics, right? But that virtue will be continuous collecting it because of your commitment is remaining always in present, right? So as your commitment is there, then virtue is there. So that makes different that commitment or vows help you to having continuously the virtues. Without commitment, moral ethics is only the help you at the moment to have virtues. That's the true difference. So therefore, commit, if you not eat meat, for example, right? If you not eat meat, then you committed that I'm not eating meat forever. So that then whenever you are like a 24 hours, 7 days to collecting virtues, because of the commitment is present always. That's the next difference, because vows, until you break it, right? If you broke the vows, then again another problem. So people are more scared that I might be break the vows, therefore I shouldn't take commitment. I just follow whatever I like it. If I like to do more restraining something, that I should do it, but I'm not taking any commitment because it's breaking it, then more danger. People think it. But don't forget that breaking, that you can recover it, right? It's better than not taking commitment. You follow me, right? Yeah, it's much better than not taking commitment, because any you are collecting negative that break the vows, it can purify it, and vow itself will be recovered. There are many methods. So therefore, you commit it again with regret, then everything's fixed, right? So therefore, having commitment is more important. Receiving vows is more important, instead of just following. Then the receiving vows, then it's as you commit it, and always you will be careful, right? That's another benefit to the committing. So always more attention on it, to I shouldn't do that, I should do that. So having more attention attention, that's help us to continue further develop the moral ethics, right? But without commitment, you just go and do whatever you like it, and then you engage the moral ethic when you will like it. Then we keep forgetting it. I mean, we are not repeating. We are not really attentioning on that, what I should do, or what I shouldn't do that. That's also cause us to not really exactly follow the moral ethics, which is necessary regarding any goal, right? So, okay. So that's should remember that the having vows and just giving morality is big different things. And if we go more details, that the restraining part, either killing or lying, then see how we engaging in our daily life. So I have an example here to part of the killings. So you are, let's say, in my life, I never kill human being, but I might kill insect and like animals, beings, right? So it's still moral ethics, because you are committed and not killing human being. It's called like a partial vows, or partial, it's said, right? Portions, single portions of the vows. If the limitations, you do that much, you're not doing all. It's a it's, I don't know, it's called single portion, Colin?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. It's a single portion of killing or lying. So I will count a few things and then see your vows and your commitment in our daily life, which things you are engaging in, right? They are like the single portion of killing, and mostly abandoning the single portion of killing, and abandoning the mostly, and abandoning the completely, restraining from killing. So that's kind of three things, right? The abandoning the single portion of killing is, as the commitment is not that big, then benefit is not will be that. It's not really a lot of help in our daily life, as it's just limitations vows, right? You are distinguished between like a human being and animal beings. I will kill this insect and those things like that. But sometimes say, if someone harms to me, I will kill them. Other than I'm not killing anything. So that kind of commitment is, we say, mostly abandoning the mostly part of the killing, right? So you only that not committed that if someone harms to me, whoever, animal or human being, whoever someone harms to me, that I'm going to kill them. So you are motivated that kind of thing, and then other this, then I will never kill it, right? That whole the mostly. As here, the mostly abandoning killing, right? And then it says like completely abandoning the completely killing. No matter what circumstances and situation, I will never ever kill any beings. Those kind of things is a completely abandoning the killing. And then see the last one is the greatest, then second one. Second one is better than the first one. You see that? That's that much will receive the benefit. If you follow just single the portion of killing, abandoning the single portion of killing at the first one, and you will receive that much benefit. But if you just commit it the mostly, then again you will receive that much benefit. And then you say completely not killing any beings that the abandoning completely the killings. That's greatest benefit than other truths. And that is the as like a committed, it's this okay, that's a benefit. And then sometime a time period in the durations of time, say I will commit it that not kill until like a holy time or holy days. I will not. We do sometime. We have our Tibetan lunar calendars. The fourth month is the special month, which is with the enlightened and born. So many people at the time try not kill or not eat meat or try to collect their virtue as much as they can. They do their time only. So it's just few days. It's right, the 1 month. So and then after that turn back to the normal life. You're eating everything, you're killing everything, right? So that's the duration of time that you are committed that I will not kill at the holy days or some special days, or I will not kill it today. It's counted as a vow in morality, but as limitation in morality, not receiving big benefit, right? But you can say longest time period that say, I will not kill 2 years or 3 years any sentient beings, or I'll not lie 2 or 3 years any time, right? So I'm giving example with the killing, but you can carry this idea to every single negative actions. That's how you abandon it, right? So the duration of time here, as the short movements, right? Short period, and then the longest period, that's say 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, I'm not doing it. But it's still counted as a morality, you follow the morality practice, but as a time limitation, it's not the great to do that. So then the third the one is say entire my life. Committing that not kill or not lie or not stealing any negative actions, that abandoning in your entire life, and not do that in my entire life. That's end of your life. It's the greatest benefit that you will receive as that commitment is big, right? So they see there's 6 different type of one. The first one categories as how big you can responsibility or not, and secondaries are category as a duration time, how long you can do or not, right? So but see, most of the time we are none of those. We are just you are focusing on your daily life, say like maintaining families and then studying and anything you are focusing, then you are not really attention those vows. So those are not counted any of this. It's not the less responsibility or big responsibility, or it's not the long duration or short duration, because you are not committing any of this. Not killing or not lying, or you're not committing it, right? You just go in your daily life. That counted not follow the moral ethics, right? It's not really following the moral ethics. So then, as mentioned earlier, if we not follow the moral ethics, then we will not accomplish what we're seeking. The one point is happiness. Not have a happiness because of that. You are not follow the cause of the happiness, which is all this moral ethics, which is fundamentals, right? Okay, so we're saying it's a fundamental of any good qualities and any goal in your daily life. Even the negative way to see, if you want to kill, you need a moral ethics at the time. But it's perfect time, and you see the perfect being, whatever, right? So any goal need a morality. So therefore we say that it's a fundamental. Now I want to know that what your thoughts on it. You accept it, or you not accept it, or you have some kind of different idea that is not the fundamental idea, or yes, it is unfundamental idea because of that you have an external, like an additional reason, whatever. So what your thoughts are? Because it says fundamental of anything.
So
Yes.
how does morality and honesty? It's kind of the same thing. Honesty.
Honesty.
And morality. It's kind of similar, right?
Morality and honesty. Morality let you have the honesty. Yeah, and then honesty, it's interdependent. Also help follow the morality, but it's not the same. Yeah, morality. The honesty is, when I categorize three morality: restraining that doing bad actions, right? But honesty is need honest for that, but honesty itself is not it, not the mind thought that restraining it, and not the collecting virtue as well, not the benefiting to others and beings, not this. Yeah, this two different, but I think interdependence is supporting each other's. Yeah. Any thought on it? Yes.
I'm a little bit maybe off topic, but
Okay.
I read that sometimes when like monks or teachers would go into retreat, that they would eat yak meat instead. So that's all they had. How would they go about like fixing that? Would they like purify a lot after eating it, or would someone else kill it? So they're like, oh, it's okay.
You bring the complicated one. Yeah. The purifications is, I don't know, is really purified or not, because the purifications practice is also depend on commitment, not eating it again, right? If you eat again, by just you saying it, but you're not thinking it. When you say the purified, I'm not eating again, that you just say it, you're not following it, or you're just thinking it, you're not following it. So therefore, I cannot say it's not purified, but logically, it's difficult to purify it. If there are no options, right? Like say a lion eats kill the animal. There are no options for surviving their life. But we say it's still negative karma for lion. It is. Right? And same, if we kill animal for eating meat for self, it's negative karma, negative actions. You are creating negative actions. And then what are you going to say?
No excuse.
No excuse. There are no excuse. There are no excuse in any 10 non-virtuous actions. Right? Sometimes excuse they're saying the white lie, or not white lie. This just makes you feel good. but this is not excuse, right? So there are no white lie, but the lie could be benefit. That's true, but lie is lie. It's a negative actions, right? So as I mentioned earlier, so lie could be brings benefit. Therefore, people think it's a white lie. It's okay, but it's not okay regarding our the Buddhist text. It's 100% negative actions.
Geshe, I have a question kind of on that point too. When we're talking about the effects of negative karma, is it weighted at all? Like, are the repercussions of lying less if it was a white lie, where it's not as bad as just outrightly lying to deceive somebody or in a negative capacity?
Yeah,
Like, that karma be less than it would if you were.
it is makes lesson the heaviest. That's true. It's depend on motivation, action, and conclusions. So all this like a motivation to conclusions, if you are strongly, it's complete with a strongly lie, then it's heavy karma. But if you're missing one of these, you lied, but you finally you regret it, then you are not concluded well. You are not concluded with a lie because you get regret. And at the beginning, you don't have any motivation. At the moment you said it, then again, missing the motivations. Those kind of, sometimes ignorantly, we do not know I'm lying, but I'm lying it. So finally, when I realized at the time when I lied, no motivation there because I do not know I'm lying it. So that makes lighter karma. Yeah, lighter. Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How does it work if say if somebody's taken a vow and basically have a situation where lying is going to benefit somebody greatly, and you know that situation is going to come up again, so you can't say in good conscience that you're never going to lie again because you know that another situation is going to be such that it would cause much greater problems to not lie. So so kind of like you might try to purify that, but you know you're
Then you do it lying again, right?
Like
But
that.
yeah, I think we never know future what happening. Even we say I might lie, but we may not lie. The future never know. Future whatever is just assumption. We never know what happening. We feel I might lie, but maybe not, right? So therefore, at the moment, you should be clear, committed that I'm never lying. But future could be lie, that's okay. At the moment, your mind is very clear. That's help actually, not lie again. If future, your mind is not clear, with the doubt, I have to commit that one because of my vows. I'm a lie, not clear mind, right? And you with the doubt, it's not help you to change your mind because you still have a doubt. That's the important is at the moment you should have a very clear mind that I'm never ever going to do that. Should we have those? Because in future never know. So once you have this and then you break again, then another you should have same that clear without any doubt that say I'm not going to do that. That affected. That makes better. Right? Instead of with doing doubt. Within doubt, you always lie then. Because you are preparing for lying it. Because I will lie. So, so then when you see the result of lying, then so, oh, if I have this kind of bad result to lie, then why I should lie? Sometimes think the result of lying, right? And then, so the 99%, whatever we lie, finally people will find it out, right? So it might take longer time to find it out, or maybe they know next day, but they will find it out what we did lied. When they knows, then cause a lot of problem, right? So then we cannot hide it, or we cannot keep secret that why I lied it, because people will know. As you think you are intelligent, why not their intelligence then? Right? They are intelligent. They will know. They will notice that what we done. So once they know, then it's caused a lot of problem. So therefore, being honest is important. Of course, being honest is sometimes cause problem in daily life, but that need to be skillful mind, skillful thoughts, right? say you are being honest to your friend. It could be turned into the divisive speech, right? Your honest could be the turned into the divisive speech. You are not lying, but you're doing another negative actions because it's becoming the divisive speech. That honest shouldn't be used because it's creating negative action again, because it's divisive between the friends or group, because you are honest, right? So therefore, the honest not associated with any of the 4 negative actions of the verbal, then that's okay, right? Otherwise, if you just goes with one of these negative actions created, then you should restrain it. Even if it's like a right or honest, you should restrain it, right? So yeah, the best thing's more silence. Then you're not lying or you're not honest. Yeah, right. At least itself, yeah, said, yeah.
So I noticed often when I notice this for myself and others, if you tell someone not to do something, that makes them start to want to do it. You know, like for example, like I have like this bag here. You know, if I don't say anything, no one wants to look inside this bag. But the second I say, no one look inside this bag, suddenly everyone wants to look inside now. How do we overcome that in terms of, you know, when told not to do something, then that desire to do that thing arises?
Oh, okay.
Like, because we know, like, I'm not supposed to do these things, or like.
Okay. So for this, let me read then what I have here, right? So how to maintain those things in your vows, right? Or how to maintain our moral ethics, which is part of the restraining, the moral ethics for restraining. I have here, where is it? Okay, here. The 10 causes for not the gathering virtues or okay. The 10 causes for maintaining discipline or moral ethics. It says not clinging to things that have already been given away. That's one thing. So it makes whatever you're restraining, it makes better, right? So sometimes we give it away, then we finally get regret. When you give it at the time, your motivation is very clear, and then I want to benefit other, that kind of kindness there, right? But once you go back, then you you find it out that you need these necessary things, which you give it away, then something, right? So the clinging means sometime we give it away, but we always expecting some reverse from that. It's still clinging what you give away, right? So, and then sometime you have a regret to give away. That's clinging too. So they were never clinging that what you give away. That's the number one. And then not clinging the prosperity of future existence, which is like expectations, right? When I give right now, then they will respect to me, or they will return me some gift, or they will come back to me, in my birthday, the better gifts will be received, right? So that's kind of motivation that you're giving it. It's like exchanging. It's a kind of business mind. It's not really following the vows, right? So therefore, it says never clinging on any expectations or anything from others. Once you give others, just totally give others because think they are necessary for that. It's help them to free from suffering, and then when you see the free from suffering, that should be satisfied. That what you give it. And then third one say not clinging to present honor or recognitions, right? So sometimes we do generosity, sometimes the selfie take it, right? So here you're giving the medicine to the poor people, and then you take the selfie photos and then post on the Facebook. What is really intention this? Right? So you're not really giving 100%. You're just expecting these honors and good recognitions, right? Oh, this person is good. It's great generosity practice, right? So, and then so on, right? So, so therefore, the Jennifer donating me a lot, I never say to her like a wonderful or not just specially treat to you, right? I'm not doing that because it might be cause that that expectations or having some kind of a good recognition honor. So we should appreciate it, but sometimes I'm not doing these actions because of this. Anyhow, sometimes we giving if you are more do with the honor and recognitions, then it's not counted moral ethics. It calls you that broken vows or not followed exactly properly, right? So this is the third cause that how to maintain better my vows. And then relying on mindfulness and clear awareness, for example, delighting into the solitude of body and mind. And then fifth one's guarding mindfulness so as not speak disturbing words. Not speak disturbing word means like shouldn't conversation anything that increasing our attachment and hatred. And when we talk about the war, we just keep talking and same time if you notice then our emotion, the anger is began to started, then it's getting more bigger and bigger and bigger. Right? You see that the conversations, general conversation about the war, talking about war, that's cause that get angry. And then let's say something that you are talking about that materialistic, that very beautiful and nice things. You keep talking, then your desire grows. So never have a conversation like that to increasing your any of the negative emotions. So if you do that, then it's makes you better follow the vows. Okay, that's the disturbing mind here. Okay, that means here, and then and not disparaging oneself with thought of incapability. So say discouragement yourself. Oh yeah, there's big vows. I cannot follow that, so I cannot do that. But sometimes we're forgetting that we never investigate that what is my capacity or what I have ability. We never investigate that. If we investigate, then nothing can discouragement us to do things like small to big, right? So because the quality of the human being, especially with the mind qualities, it's allow us nothing to do it. But as far as we will not notice that ignorantly, then it's turned into the discouragement that I'm like a small person, I cannot do that, and then I'm not brave that much, therefore I'm not doing that. It's kind of like a discouragement yourself. Right? We count it as one of the laziness, isn't it? Right? This is the one of the laziness that you are not finding exactly what you can do it, and then thinking that I cannot do here and this and that, right? So this is part of the laziness too. And then it says, not seeking the fault of others, but examining one's own. We should do reverse, right? It's more seeking fault on owns, and then not fault for others. So if you keep seeking looking the fault of others, then again, it's caused you to not follow exactly moral ethics, which is part of the restraining, because you keep digging the fault, and then once you found the faults, and then you dislike that person, and then if you dislike that person, then you might lie, you might use harsh word, you might use like a divisive speech, you might kill, right? Because you have a dislike mind to looking their fault. But if you look at more your own fault, then look at them as more better and beneficial, or having more valuable and beautiful, then your moral ethics will be continuous remaining the purely. So that's things we have to do reverse here, saying not seeking the fault of others, but examining your own's own. So that means you find it a more own fault is important, actually, very important. So but that we don't want to do that, right? Even if we don't want to hear that I have did something wrong, we don't want to hear that. So that's the biggest obstacle to become like a gentle person and kind person. It's really so. Therefore, really have to think what I am doing wrong, right? In our daily actions, in my thought, and anything that you investigate and examining that, find it more fault from your own self, right? So, and then not generating hatred toward others, but cultivating patience under always adverse circumstances. And that is also the keep your vows well. Maintaining pure contact and pure behaviors, avoiding place of the reproach. And the last 10th ones, abiding in pure livelihood, refraining from wrong from the livelihood, wrong form of livelihood. Pure livelihood is included that while you're maintaining your life in daily life, not associated with any lie or killing anything. That's called pure livelihood, not deceit to others, right? So these are the 10 that makes your the continuously keep your the moral ethics of restraining makes better and continuously will be keep. That's the yeah, okay. So and then I can read that other 10 of which is refers with the moral ethics of collecting virtues. Again, how we maintain it, how we make better, and how we remove the obstacle, how I'm keeping continuously the moral ethics on collecting virtues. Here, say, not clinging to the things that, oh, not that, sorry. A lot of people here, okay. Yeah, here. Not accepting miserlessness with regard to one body, possessions, and so forth. So that stinginess in anything, it's a not accepting, or means not develop further the stinginess, or when you see that your mind's turning into this stinginess, try to stop it or avoid it. So whenever we try to stop, beginning from avoiding, right? So, but what we're doing is forever avoiding, but never try to stop it. That's wrong to do it. So we try to stop beginning with the avoiding, then finally eliminate it. That's how we need to go. And then not accepting any arising of afflictions, not associated with any mental afflictions, that's saying it. And then not accepting impatience, not accepting the three form of laziness. You all familiar with the three form of laziness, right? We know the commonly one form of laziness that just sleeping and don't want to do anything, right? Don't want to move my body. And then even like that's people that much lazy, any words getting more shorter. Hi bro, hi dog, right? So instead of say doctor, people get lazy actually. That's kind of lazy, right? So don't want to use all the full sentence. That making it short as shortest. That's is lazy. And then that's common lazy that we all knows. And then I mentioned earlier the discouragement is the one another lazy. Discouragement that regarding to the good qualities and virtues that you say I cannot do that. That discouragement is lazy because you are being lazy for doing good things. You are being lazy for collecting the good qualities because thinking I cannot do that. It's really not mean that I cannot do that. You're lazy, right? So and then the another type of lazy is postponing, right? Yeah, I have to do this practice, but maybe after a month, right? And once months comes, then I still have something to do, finish that I have to complete something, I have to do it. So after that, I will do it. And when times come, then another issues comes, another jobs comes. Yeah, okay, I committed, but I have to complete this. Keep postponing and postponing until your end of life. So, and that's sometimes people long postponing say until I retire. It's a long postponing, not the tomorrow or day after, right? It is very dangerous than just next, you're postponing 1 or 2 days. So I will do retires. do after retires. So yeah, you can do after retire better, but you do every day what you can catch it up. This is how you do, right? This is the lazy of the postponing, right? So yeah, and then also the fourth type of laziness is there. It said you are like a more interesting on useless things, like say I hope it's not goes you guys any sensitive things. So like say going party, okay, that's easier. So you are very much attached to go to party, right? We counted this as laziness. The laziness, what do you call, to clinging on meaningless things. That we said it. Laziness on of clinging on meaningless things. The going party, yes, it is movement, it makes you enjoyment, but not necessarily at the moment you are enjoying it, even you went to party, right? It's not necessary that at the moment you are enjoying it. You are seeking happiness, then you went to party, but when you return, you get come with angry and some suffering. It's very much possible. It's happening many times, but it's not happening exactly what is seeking it. And at the same time, even you have some happiness, it's very temporary. You are not change anything, but you just feel enjoying with some happiness at the moment when you go to party. But after finish party, you are the same person who have a strong anger, strong jealousy, then suffering comes same, right? So you are not never maintain to reduce your suffering in your daily life, going to party. The going to party is not really reducing your suffering in your daily life because you're not touching any cause of the suffering, but you are just enjoying at the moment. Then when it's done, done. So that's kind of the the laziness of clinging on the meaningless, useless things. Okay, that's the actually it's a 3 form of laziness. That say finally we found the 4 form of laziness, and not accepting attachment to the test of the meditative or obsessions, and understanding the benefit of direct perceptions and definite goodness, understanding the causes of the faith in wisdom, understanding the 4 provided the views, which is grasping and this is more Buddhist things. Okay, understanding their opposite and the non-perverse view of the such impermanence, recognizing the obstacle and generosity and others virtues. Basically saying the knowing impermanence and knowing the reality is also helpful to collecting the virtues, right? So those 10s are to making your moral ethics of the collecting virtues. And this all entire, the 80 activities makes your the moral of benefit to others. So you see, therefore, engaging moral practice is not just simply say, I have to stop that, I have to do that, not that. Just build up some kind of energy with follow this kind of idea, right? So like restraining your stinginess is the making your vows better to not stealing it, right? So if you grow more continuous develop the stinginess or attachment, definitely might be steal it. So there are many different ways to steal it, right? You directly take it or indirectly take it or deceive to others to take it, is stealing it. Or you borrow it, not returning is stealing it. So there are many ways to steal it that we should know, right? So especially the borrowing and not returning, that happening a lot. It's been long time in my table, almost 2 years. That person might be forget it. And then I'm more lazy to go back to return it. Why not just keep here? Then you steal it. Once you think that keep here, that your minds become an owner of that things, then you steal it. Until then, it's not still it even there. You keep thinking, I have to return, right? But once you decide that I will keep it, then you steal it, right? So therefore, you see the cost that stealing, that borrow things, you are lazy to go back to returning it. It's small things why I should do return it. Just save my time. And how you save time? Sleeping is a saving time. So, and then if you're busy, that you can say save time. But sometimes we are saving time. We think I'm saving time, but while you save time, what are you going to really do it with the saving time? There are no the valuable activities, right? Just living, hanging around outside. But the excuse is just save my time. Sometimes a lot of happening in our daily life. So those are to keep your moral ethics better. That's necessary to need it, right? If you are developing your moral ethics, and then also that's how to maintain with the cause and condition is necessary. Okay, is it clear? Any question? Yes.
Possible to maybe post some of this on the website, because I'm not gonna remember 10.
Yeah, I will send it. I will send. This already have it. I will send that, and then I'll make this 10 things like I put together, and then make a PDF file and send it. Yeah, definitely I'll send it. Yeah, no problem.
Geshe, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Okay, let's talk about laziness. You're not saying you're not saying like not to go to parties or not to seek entertainment. It's just that that's not going to relieve your suffering. Is that what I'm hearing?
You think it's counted laziness?
Uh,
you asking it is laziness
no,
or
no,
not?
no, no, no. We're saying
Oh.
it's laziness.
Uh-huh.
But what I'm asking, I understand that, but what you're not saying is do away with all entertainment of all kinds. Okay. For whatever reason, if you want to go to a party, it's not necessarily to relieve your suffering. I understand that entertainment is not necessarily going to relieve suffering. I understand that. So that's what I want to know if what you're saying. You're not saying not to do any of those things, that you shouldn't do any of these things.
Yeah, I'm not saying that shouldn't do that.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. You're not saying you shouldn't do it. We just
Yeah.
know it's not to relieve your suffering, but you could go to a
Yeah.
party or a movie or whatever and not be considered laziness because you're not going to relieve your suffering. You're just going.
Yeah. So just more or less saying no benefit for there, right?
Right.
And then
No benefit. There's no benefit. I get that, but you could go, is what I'm
Yes.
saying. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I go to movie.
Oh, I know. Okay. I just wanted to be clear
No.
on that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's sometimes, as condition our body and mind need a rest. And so as a resting, yeah, I do sometimes go to movie for resting. I don't know how much rest, right? Sometimes if there are no one there, we have three, four people there, and then instead of watching movie, I'm lying there and sleeping it. All my friend knows that. So the empty chair, right? So I'm sleeping there. That's anyhow just for necessary to resting for our condition of body and mind to further development. So yeah, sometimes listening song, which is like also meaningless, but at least at the moment makes your mind calms and rested. And then when I'm ready, then I go back and study again, right? So, but the continuous focus on that much resting, then your entire life will be resting, then not good, right?
Okay.
So we should know the resting for what, and then go back to the actual meaning. So then sometimes we need to rest, right? So we have a long life ceremony pujas we do lama for lama, right? So ritual, something we do. I think sometime watching movie and listening songs, it's just offering myself to long life puja. It makes rest and it's helped, right? But not continuously doing that. It's continuously doing that is, then it's wrong to do it. But
Okay,
still it's meaningless, but yes.
Thank you for clarifying that, Geshe.
No problem. So the Buddhist practitioner always said the three things needed. Your aim should be the far away, like a long-term goal. That's your aim. And then you should know whatever causing condition to achieve those goals, you should have enough encouragement. That's saying the second one is you should have enough encouragement to understanding all this causing condition to achieve that goal, which is long-term ones. But same time, you need to rest again and again. So, and then not resting is like turning into the disgusting, right? Just reading book and without it. Let's say I'm taking meditation, right? So, and then my expectation is I have to achieve goal or shamatha or whatever the goal, I have to achieve within 3 days. Then 24 hours I'm focusing, meditating and meditating and meditating, right? And then the third days are not achieve anything. That makes discouragement or disgusting to do meditation. Because without resting, you do a lot. And then and also you do like inappropriately. And also you do the the expectation of goal is not happening at that 3 days. So all this comes together and then works really hard, and then finally you see not gain anything, then you completely abandon forever these things. You will be abandoned meditation forever because of 3 days that expectation, because of your really work hard at the moment. If you go with them and gentle, and then time by time developed, you will never tire it. If you're not tired, then your interesting will be the remaining same continuously, that you can push continuously doing practice. Therefore, resting is part of the important part for developing furthers. Yeah. Okay. I'm not taking the excuse that watching movie is good, okay? So any other question? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Combat laziness.
Come back.
Yeah, like
overcome.
work against.
Yeah, interesting. Build up the interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you have a laziness on meditation, build up the interesting on meditation. Laziness will be goes because it will brings you the strong aspiration. This is the how we talked about the 4 condition to overcome by laziness. In a text counted the faith, right? The number 1 is faith. The faith will brings you aspirations, right? And then the aspiration brings you joyful effort. Then finally you will have other result that appliancy or peaceful things. So these 4 are antidote that we said it. So instead of faith, I would say interesting, right? We see in our daily life, once we have an interest, no problem. So yesterday I saw every Wednesday now everywhere Tibetan community they having like circle dance. Every they do circle dance as a celebrating His Holiness special days. That's according to the astrology, the Wednesday is some kind of special day for His Holiness Dalai Lama. There were many Tibetan people celebrated inside Tibet or outside Tibet. Everywhere they celebrated. And I saw you yesterday on YouTube, heavy raining, they are dancing with the umbrella. That's interesting. They're happy, right? But heavy raining, if something they don't like to do it, then that makes its excuse the heavy raining, right? Because heavy raining, I cannot do that. That's a digging muds. And then small portion of raining, you will run out because you really don't want to do that, digging muds, right? But you're interested to doing digging muds, then, a small portion, not even the heavy raining, not disturb you to that. That example, the dance. They are happy and enjoying with the dancing, right? When we talk to them, speak Tibetan language, learning Tibetan language to preserving our culture. Not doing that much thing. They are not doing that much. There are a lot of excuses. I'm busy with these things, and then I'm busy with that things, right? I do not have enough time. There are a lot of excuses. But the dance, they have a time, even with strong raining, they dance it. That interesting change here and there. So they have an interest, enthusiastic, then easily can overcome by laziness. That need to be built up with some kind of special things that where we have a laziness, right? Meditation and so on. So this is clear?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then further, how I can develop interesting? Then I can say the same idea that think more value that or benefit that what you have to do it. Think more value and benefit that brings you interest into that, right? So otherwise, at the first time soccer play, we do not know that was young, right? And then we know all the rule and then those things and then who win, who lost, and that more interesting to watch and play. And then raining cannot stop that. Sun hot cannot stop that. It's very hot cannot stop that. But study or meditations and then small portion of heat. I have to go back, right? So because you really don't want to do that. That's the meaning is you really don't want to do that. It's not the heat. If it is heat, then why are you playing in the ground when they're very hot? Because the heat is same, right? It's interesting, yeah. And then interesting comes through by the seeing value and benefit. Yeah. Okay? Yes, please.
Do you think that a curious mind is a less lazy mind in person? Someone who's got interests, would you say they're less lazy?
Definitely. Wherever you have interest, you have less lazy to do on it. Yeah. You have no interest, then a lot of lazy in there. Yeah. And then same time, we have 100 reasons to excuse that, whether it's right or wrong. We cannot reject that. Say, oh, your reason is wrong, but still, that actually your inner mind laziness describe that 100 reasons to excuse to not doing it. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, then no other question, right? Okay. This is the extra paper. If people need it, you can take this. And then the other will be, it is mixed with the Tibetan, it's my note. The Tibetan and one more clear, just English. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. You have no any question? Okay, everyone's good, right? Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Geshe.
No problem. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Geshe.
You too.
Thank you, Geshe.